just a little authority. Everybody in the stands flashing a 10.
It was one of the most dramatic, one of the most sensational, one of the most exciting slam dunk contests that they've ever had on All-Star Saturday.
You can call that special. Look, mercy.
Two of the best dunkers, head-to-head against each other.
Where you go, baby? You get your hand on that one?
This is like instant classic right here.
It's T-minus 10 and counting to liftoff.
And we had a courtside seat to see the best dunk competition ever assembled.
Mission control ready.
One very special event each season is the NBA All-Star Game. The league made a weekend out of the mid-season classic, starting with a slam dunk contest on Saturday.
The prestige of participating in the slam dunk contest goes beyond approval of your teammates, respect of your peers. The whole world watches.
And the players themselves would volunteer to be a participant of that event.
It was one of the things that came over from the ABA that was a real attraction.
Now the doctor goes to work. And that sends everyone reeling.
Everybody was looking forward to it. People hadn't really seen a great deal of what these amazing athletes could do. And it was, I think, the most exciting part of All-Star Weekend.
I'm a brother.
Hello and welcome to another version of the Sports Spin, where we take a sports story and we spin it. I'm Sun-EB7. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I know the title was catchy. I wanted to step away from, and I'm not really back. I guess I'm never really coming back full time. I just do these when I feel like it, when I see a subject or a topic that I'd like to cover, like to give my opinion about. I got a channel, I may as well use it at least, if nothing else, for every now and then. But I just wanted to, touch bases on this dunk contest thing because I've watched it over the last recently. I haven't watched this show. I've watched a few highlights, and I gotta admit they are very creative. So you like to see that. You like to see how creative they can get. But the title, the front page, it was that I created it that way for a reason, and that is because it doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't. There's something to be said for watching someone, you watch them in their game, and there's a camaraderie and there's a competition there overall, over 82 games in the playoffs. Watching them compete on the dunk contest versus watching John Doe come up with a spectacular dunk. Listen, this is no shade on these dunkers that, McLaren, I think is it? Matt McLaren. These dunkers are, they're doing their thing. I take nothing from them on that. But I don't think they get the attention and the credit they should get. And I kind of understand. So what I'm saying is, if you've been to any basketball court, the dunk contest will break out at any time. Yeah, it just happens. Everybody's been involved in them. Everybody's witnessed them. Nobody went home thinking, man, listen, I just saw the best dunk contest ever. We might have said we saw the best dunk at one point in there. Never the best dunk contest, because when you think of it, the guy who's dunking is probably not surrounded by people who are better. You want him to go up against somebody that you expect it to be a thing. So I brought this up because, I think it's a good topic that they probably should cover instead of fighting and arguing against each other on who stole the challenge. I think they should be talking about this kind of thing. This is something that I think they should bring back. And I put the topic in there, and the topic I put in there. Should they be incentivizing these multi-billion-dollar players to come back to the All-Star game and give the fans something a little extra? Because you got to admit, when you looked at the video at the beginning of this, you got a feeling that you don't get that feeling watching John Doe do his little, jump over the person. And let's just face it. Out of all the dunks I seen, everybody was jumping over a person. Like, I seen nothing different. Like, well, I did. The one that did I guess they called it a scorpion dunk. That was creative. That was creative. But didn't he jump over somebody? So nobody jumps and does something in the air anymore. They got to jump over a person to show how high they jump. That's just what I think I seen. And again, this is nothing to do with them and their quality of dunks. I don't have an issue with that. It's just not. It doesn't have that thing. And maybe the NBA has been working with NBA players and they don't want to do it because now it's a business. BS. I'm not talking about LeBron James. He's been in the league 72 years. I'm talking about you have a new Anthony Edwards. You know, you have some new players that's out here that's got some skills. Ja Morant. You know, think about it like this. Some people let's say somebody that's a Philadelphia fan. If he's watching Philadelphia all the time, he may or may not see Ja Morant. I know there's highlights everywhere, but you get what I'm saying. Wouldn't you want to see Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards? I can't think of a boy named down in New Orleans. He might not play long. You know, he played 5 minutes and get hurt. But when he's in the game and he's healthy, there is nobody. He reminds me of almost. His power reminds me of a modern day. I had his name and then I said all that and I got it. Daryl Dawkins. He reminds me of a modern day Daryl Dawkins. He's powerful. And so I thought I'd make this video just to say, you know, hey, why? Why did they get rid of they still do? You know, you say, well, things change and things grow. Why? Does everything have to change? I mean, because we still paying taxes. Why don't they change that and we don't have to pay? I mean, some things should still, you know, I'm a big proponent of change, no doubt about it. Man, if you know me, you know how my life changes all the time. You know, you can watch these videos and see me changing. That's not my issue. My issue is some things have the kind of power and cachet that make you want to watch, that make you want to see. You know, this must-see TV, and we've gotten away from that, along with the, you know, load management. Which I'll never. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, that's smart, I guess. I would never, as an owner, I'd be like, we signed this contract, you're gonna play 82 games. If you don't play 82 games, you better have a doctor's note. Because you're gonna play 82 games. I don't give a damn. Look, you expect me to pay you. Should I pay you per load management? Nah, you didn't want that. Stop it. Anyway, and then the guy that started the whole thing, he under scandal. He got secret contracts and crap. Anyway, back to the subject. The dunk contest, I showed that video up at the front so that those of you who are real basketball aficionados and fans can look at that and say, man, remember when you had your Vince Carters and your Blake Griffins and your Dr. J's and your Jordans. What? Why did we allow that to go away? And I think for the fans, damn, the players won't. I'm gonna talk like a fan now. That all that money you making, you can't do a little dunk contest. Yeah, they need to. I think Curry is still in the 3-point shooting contest, isn't he? And then ain't that how he started? And what, 15, 16 years later, he's still in it? I don't. And you know what? The players don't. I'm not saying a player has to be in it for 15, 18 years. We understand you get older, you age. And you can't do what you used to do, but there's up and coming players that should fill those spots. But to watch all the great basketball players watching these guys do a dunk, first of all, if that's all you working on, then you should be able to do some stuff we thought couldn't happen. Jumping over another person means nothing to me when you don't play 82 games a season. You're not playing against the top talent. You just working on your dunk. That's like making and one part of the NBA. Let me shut up. They might start that. What I'm just saying is, if that's what you're doing, it's like the Globetrotters. You're just doing something that you worked all day on. There's no defense in that. There's no nothing. So here's a guy. I'm gonna take Anthony Edwards or Ja Morant. These guys are in the game. They're playing against the best of the best. Now they get to compete for the fans, because what does the fans always ask or always argue about? Oh, I bet so-and-so can't beat so-and-so, right? In a 5-player game, you can't really see that matchup. You're not seeing it in the dunk contest, except for a little bit. They're competing to see who can do the best thing. Even Blake Griffin asked for it. And shit, he won one of them. So, I just think they should go back to it. But that's just something I just thought I'd bring up in a video. They don't. I don't care. I don't get paid. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, just remember, this sports story has been spun. Take care.